What is going on, everybody? Of course, it's Jay the Black here, another video. A lot of people have been wanting me to speak on this. I have people going from every video I've been posting over the last, I'd say 2 days or so, 3 days probably longer than that. I think last 2 or 3 days. In my comment section, they've been asking me to speak on this Nicolas Cage 4-day divorce. You know, sending me emails, people sending me posts. So hopefully you watch this video, you like this video, and you share this video. Because if y'all don't start sharing these videos, I'm going to stop listening to your suggestions, okay? Now, I'm not just going to do some simple news video. I don't like to do that. I like to do videos really speaking on the topic and expanding on it. Because this shows, this situation here with Nicolas Cage, you know, the veteran actor, shows why a lot of men are hesitant to get married, you know. And I'm going to get into this TMZ article first, but then I'm going to get into the particulars of why, you know, and the truth of really about this situation, to why men just are very, 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 very hesitant about getting married, okay? According to TMZ, it says Nicolas Cage 4-day wife ready to cut ties but wants spousal support. Oh boy. Nicolas Cage's estranged wife doesn't give a damn. They were only married for half a week before he filed for an annulment. She says it still counts and she wants his money. That lets you know where her mind is at. You know, that lets you know. And I think he realized that once he went through with this drunken marriage ceremony, he realized she's there for the money. I mean, they just started dating in last year. And when you're a 55-year-old man and you're dating a woman who seemingly is younger, you know, and you don't know much about her, but she knows a lot about you, and you end up getting into these relationships, and then you put that ring on her finger and you marry her, things are going to change. And I think he realized that. Now, this guy has been married previously. I think he's been married 3 times. Anyway, Erica Koike, I just say Erica, filed legal docs obtained by TMZ responding to the actor filing for an annulment last month, just 4 days after they were wed in Las Vegas. As we told you, Cage claims he reacted on impulse and without the ability to recognize or understand the full impact of his actions. You don't say. And also says the marriage was based on fraud. And I think that was due to the fact that I believe he spoke about her not being honest about her criminal history. So obviously, you know, she's done some stuff in the past. Listen, man, if you're one of these chicks in Hollywood and you get in these circles, you end up around these actors, you've probably done a lot of things before you got to that point, you know. Erica calls BS, claiming Nick's impulsive actions don't qualify for an annulment. As for the alleged fraud, she says Cage asked her to start again in the right way just 12 days after filing for an annulment, proving their relationship's legit. Well, that's probably because he found out some information. Or maybe he had a friend come to him, maybe somebody from her past, and maybe he confronted her about it, because they had a heated argument sometime, I believe, before they got hitched, you know. Here's the thing. Erica agrees the two aren't fit for marriage and should get a divorce, but she wants spousal support. According to the doc, she says she lost career opportunities during her long relationship with Cage, and her reputation has been damaged by his allegations. But according to this article, they started dating in April of 2018. So they've only been dating for a year. So what opportunities did you lose in a year? You're basically a homemaker. Basically, you know, you're a girlfriend, and I don't think he was holding you back. You know, I think he's still doing acting. I mean, he may not be doing the movies he was, I would say, in the early to mid 2000s. He was in a lot of big budgeted movies, making a lot of money too. Nicolas Cage was making $20 million a movie, and he was making at least 2 movies a year. You know. And that was for a long extended amount of time. But he's been divorced 3 times. So you also have to look at that as well. And she also wants him to pay the legal fees as well. Yeah, and he also, he was married to 3 women: Alice Kim, Lisa Marie Presley, and Patricia Arquette. Now, I will say this about Nicolas Cage. I think because he's been married so many times, he didn't want to make the same mistake. And I think that he may have gotten drunk, and I think that she probably talked him into it. You know, he's like, you know what, you want to get married? Let's get married. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like an ego thing, whatever. You know, people get drunk and they tend to make decisions that they're going to regret. And I think once he did the marriage ceremony, he regretted it. I don't think he was completely trashed. I just think that the guy, you know, wanted to do something spontaneous. You know, you ever heard about people having these Vegas weddings spontaneously, you know? But let me speak on the marriage aspect of it. I truly believe that men are becoming more and more uneasy about wifing a female. And that is why you have women who will come to my videos and other people's videos, and they will get upset because we say what we say about marriage and how men are just not seeking to get married. Men are not seeking to make those commitments because you're signing a contract. You're going to be signing, you know, you're basically going to be signing basically a financial contract to where once it's over, you're going to have to support this woman. You're going to have to support her. You're going to have to fund her lifestyle. Look at how many videos I've made about these pro athletes, the Kevin Garnett's, some of these other guys as well that I've made videos on, that they have to now fund the lifestyles of their exes. Once their ex is done being in a relationship, once she's had her fill of trying to be a housewife, now she wants to go out and be a single again. She wants to be able to, you know, get back into the dating market, you know, live that thought lifestyle on your dime that you provided because she believes that you owe her something. Because, you know, there's a lot of chicks out there that think that because they're with these successful men that these men owe them something. That's the mindset that's out there. And for this female to think that after 4 days of marriage, she's entitled to spousal support just shows y'all where her mind is. She has a gold digger mindset, and that's the only reason why she was with him. She was with him because of who he was and what she thinks he has. You should not get a dime of anything after 4 days. That is a joke. It is an absolute joke for this female to believe that she is entitled that she is entitled to get any type of financial support after 4 days. Move on with your life. Move on with your life. Stop trying to get a man to financially support you. That is the problem with a lot of women these days. They're too busy trying to get a man to support them financially. Instead of them trying to support themselves, instead of them trying to be independent in this whole, you know, feminist culture that has grown and gotten out of control. Why don't you go out there and find a way for yourself? You were married to him for 4 days and you got your hand out. That says that you were broke when he got with you. This is why I tell dudes, don't get with no broke females, man. And definitely don't put no ring on her finger. And definitely don't marry her. Because you can put a ring on her finger without marrying. But, you know. If you're going to be in a relationship with a woman, or if you're going to get married to a woman, you better put a ring on. You better make sure she has her own financial situation. And also, don't be quick to move in with no woman, because that can be used against you. You have your own place, she has hers. So that if you do have a 4-day marriage, she can't be saying she needs spousal support or you were keeping her from making money. What are you talking about? You had your own place. You were working, you're working to pay your bills. Yeah, I will financially help you here and there, but you were supporting yourself. Never give women wiggle room to be able to get anything from you when a relationship is done. The situation is done. Move on. Get out of his pockets. Get out them pockets. Why are you in Nicolas Cage's pockets? 4 days of marriage and you think you're entitled to spousal support after 4 days? Well, you know what? In the state of California, anything is possible when it comes to divorce. Anything is possible. Them judges be rubbing their hands like Birdman when it comes to a rich man divorcing a broke woman or a woman that ain't making no money, according to her. But I seriously don't think that Nicolas Cage should have to pay her a dime. She wanted to get married to him. They dated for a year. If she sat around and did not, take advantage of the opportunities that he could have helped her achieve, because that's the best thing that she could have gotten out that situation was opportunities in the industry. With the connections that he has, he could have helped her. But she wanted the lifestyle. So don't talk about how he kept you from getting certain opportunities when you could have utilized him to get those opportunities. But you didn't. You were okay with him financially taking care of you. And now because he doesn't want to financially take care of you anymore, he married you, then divorced you. Now all of a sudden you're talking about he took these opportunities from you. You took those opportunities from yourself. You took those opportunities from yourself. You did it to yourself. Okay. You have nobody but yourself to blame. Okay. You cannot be out here blaming Nicolas Cage because you decided, you wanted to live up under him and not financially support yourself in this era of independence of women. So y'all let me know in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts.